Good morning, children. Today we are going to start your English reader lesson 9. Okay, I hope you already learned your lesson 7 and you had written your test very well. And today we are going to learn the poem The Painted Ceiling. It is written by Emmy Lowell. Okay, before you are coming to school in a new academic year or an reopening day, when you enter into the classrooms, you can see so many decorations like balloon pictures on the walls. Isn't it? Isn't it wonderful to see? Yes. Okay, in the same way, when an inspection is coming, you and the teachers used to put so many charts on the walls, okay, and decorate your classrooms, okay. And the festivals like Onam or Christmas is coming, we used to decorate our classrooms with the gilt peppers, balloons, all these things, isn't it? Okay, and also the children likes to draw many pictures, and that pictures also will be pasted on the wall. Okay, so here also the poem is something like, okay, so the poem is written by Emmy Lowell. Okay, she was an American poet who published several volumes of poetry between 1912 and 1925. At a young age, she got interested in literature and was encouraged by her family to write. Lowell was a respectable businesswoman, and as she became more interested in reading and writing poetry, she was greatly drawn to the imaginary style of poetry. This influence can be seen in her poetry too. Her poems are usually in a free verse. A collection of Lowell's work, What's O'Clock, was awarded Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in 1926. You can see while you are reading the poem, the imaginary way or imaginary style she wrote the poems. Okay, now come to the poem. It is very simple lines and easy to understand, just like a paragraph or stanzas it is given, but when you go through it you can learn very well. Okay, my grandpa lives in a wonderful house with a great many windows and doors. There are stairs that go up and stairs that go down, and such beautiful slippery floors. Okay, so my grandpa lives in a wonderful house with a great many windows and doors. There are stairs that go up and stairs that go down, and such beautiful slippery floors. That means we learned that 4 lines meanings. So where do the grandpa live? Grandpa lives in a wonderful house with many windows and doors. And inside the house there are stairs to go up and to come down. Okay, we know that in many of the houses we have upstairs, then we have steps to go up and down, and such a beautiful way the house is maintaining. Okay, and also the floor is very smooth. Slippery means smooth. Underline the word and write there smooth. Okay, the door also very smooth. Okay, now see the next 4 lines. But of all of the rooms, even mother's and mine, and the book room and parlor and all, I like the greening dining room so much the best because of its ceiling and wall. Okay, but of all of the rooms, even mother's and mine, and the book room and parlor and all, that means so except all the other room, she likes the dining room so much. Why? Because its ceiling and wall is very beautiful or very best. Okay, and parlor means drawing room. Okay, so book room means the study room, and the dining room is the best one, the poet is telling. Why? Because it's ceiling and a wall. Okay, right over your head is a funny round hole with apples and pears falling through. There's a big bunch of grapes, all purpley and sweet, and melons and pineapples too. So, right in the dining room, right over the head, there is a funny round hole, okay, with apples and pears falling through, okay, from the top of the ceiling. The poet is telling that there are apples, pears, that is falling through the round hole. There is a big bunch of grapes, all purply and sweet, and melons and pineapple too. Okay, these all kinds of fruits are there on the ceilings. Okay, and which are the fruits we can see there? Grapes, melons, pineapples, etc. They tumble and tumble but never come down. So, the poet is telling that the sweet or the sweet fruits fall from there, but it not come down. Okay, it will fall, but it never come down. Though I stood underneath a long while, even though I am standing there for a long time, right after it. Okay, so just exact down, but it never fall down. With my mouth open wide, for I always have hope, just a cherry would drop from the pile. So the poet is telling that I used to open my mouth and stand there with a hope that even a cherry will fall from the pile. Pile means a number of fruits hanging together on a branch. Okay, and no matter how early I ran there to look, and it has always begun to fall through. And even early in the morning, I used to go and look any fruits had fallen down, but there is not even one. And one night, when at bedtime I crept in to see, it was falling by candlelight too. And then again, the poet is telling that I used to go during the bedtime very slowly without seeing anyone, looking to see in a candlelight if any fruits had fallen from there. I am sure they are magical fruits, and each one makes you hear things or see things or go. So again the poet is telling, I am sure they are what kind of fruits? Magical fruits. And each one makes you hear things or see things or go. Okay? I can hear their sound, and even if you'll go and see, you can hear them and see things, and even they are very invisible but not in its use. Okay, and forever invisible but it's no use, and it is invisible means unable to see. It is invisible things, okay, disappearing things, but it is a magical fruit. The poet is telling that, okay, it is a magical fruit, but we can hear about it and we can see it, and also within a second it may invisible, okay, but it is no use in that. For the ladders too heavy to lift and the chairs are not nearly so tall as I need, for the ladder's too heavy to lift. So the poet is telling that the ladders are very heavy for me to carry, to keep it on that place to pluck the fruits. And the chairs are not nearly so tall as I need. And even the chairs that lying on the parlor, okay, so it is not near to the branch or near to the ceilings that I can touch or pluck the fruits. It is not a tall one. I have given a hope and I feel I shall die without having accomplished the deed. But I have given up hope and I feel I shall die without having accomplished the deed. That means even I am thinking that without plucking a flower, fruits, so I may die. So I will not be able to pluck any fruits from the ceiling. It's a little bit sad when you seem very near to adventure and things of that sort. Okay, even if the poet is telling she is very little bit sad because she cannot be able to pluck the fruits or to taste the fruits. These are very unusual one and also exciting ones. Okay, there are all sort of fruits are there, but it is very exciting to see, but it cannot touch or pluck. Which nearly begin and then dawned, and you know it is only because you are short. And the poet is telling that why I cannot do all these things, because I am very short. I am very short. So these are the things the poet is telling about it. Okay, so the ceiling is very beautiful and there are many flowers, many fruits are decorated on it and it is unable to catch or pluck it. Okay, so the poet is telling why, because I am very short to do that. I don't have enough height to pluck the fruits. And when we will go through the poems, you can see that the poet is very happy in the beginning to see the beautiful pictures that painted on the ceiling wall, but at the end she is little bit sad because she is very short to touch or pluck or anything. It is only a imaginary things and also it is only a painted ones. Okay, read your lines very clearly.